What is the big difference between Sulcata tortoises, or these two, versus a leopard tortoise when you're trying to get one as a pet? We're gonna talk while they're soaking in their little bath, but there is a couple big differences and then a lot of similarities. So they're gonna eat the same diet, so that is similar. So you can see you're gonna have the same soaking system that you would for a sulcata. So all of those things are going to be the same. Size wise, your leopard tortoise is going to be a little bit smaller than your sulcata tortoises. These guys are all about the same age. They're all about 4 years old. So the sulcatas will get a little bit bigger, maybe like 120 to 150, where the leopards will be more about 100 to about 130. Your sulcata tortoise is your third largest land tortoise, and your leopard tortoise is your fourth largest land tortoise. Are both going to live about the same, about 80 to 90 years old. Now, some of the biggest differences that I have noticed is one, personality. Your sulcatas actually have a lot more personality than your leopard tortoises. If you were to compare it to people, I would say your sulcatas are extroverts, and then your leopard back here is more of an introvert. They're just a little bit calmer. They just, again, kind of have a little less personality, I would say. They're just a little bit more chill, a little bit more relaxed, where these guys are always moving, constantly running around, eating like a cow. Another big difference that I have noticed is with a lot of the leopard tortoises that I have worked with, not just strudel here, but also adults that I've worked with. The leopard tortoises seem to have more health issues, and I don't know if that's just a genetic thing about breeding them over time in captivity, but it does seem that they do have bigger health issues. So sometimes they do get sick. The sulcatas will get sick as well, and they have to have a shot from the vet, an antibiotic shot, in order to help them with their, usually it is a respiratory infection. So if the sulcatas get a little sick, most of the time they can kick it themselves. And then the sulcatas, I noticed, they don't recover as well. They almost always need to have the shot. Sometimes I've had her get a little sick and she's able to kick it herself. The bath does help a lot. A humid bath will help a lot. Okay, you can go. That's what I mean about the differences. The sulcatas are just, look at her. So those are going to be your main things. Again, one, health. They just don't seem to recover from health issues as well. They usually need a more intervention than the sulcatas. And then two, your personality. And then three, your size. Those would probably be the three main differences. One other big difference that I didn't talk about is price. Your leopard tortoises are going to be at least $200 more expensive than your sulcatas. Sulcatas usually run anywhere from $200 to $400, where leopard tortoises will run from about $400 to $600. And that was probably like prices from a couple years ago. So just keep those things in mind. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any more questions. Oh, what is happening? What are you doing?